Another day, another 1,000 calories. So I want to thank everybody in the community, YouTube community that knows me. Even some of the people I've had issues with on the platform are giving me congratulations on my 1,000 calorie a day journey. Being very fully committed to it. Like I say, sometimes in the 24-hour period, I'm going to burn those 1,000 calories, and I'm doing it pretty much on a daily basis. And the results are very, very showing. And someone asked me in the comments, someone asked me in the comments, we flipped the camera, but y'all may not be able to see me. But hell, I'm doing like everybody else on YouTube right now. But yeah, so I just came home after doing my hike, and um sweaty, so I'm kind of like drying off outside of my front porch. And we're enjoying the weather and the view. Uh, and decompressing right now, cooling off. So as you can see in the thumbnail, we did 7 miles. So let's see if we can show it. I'm gonna show that. So we did 7 miles today, and so right now we had 1,020 calories burned. Okay, and all right, and then we're at 7.9 miles walk today. Today was kind of tough. I did it without any caffeine. So usually what I do is that I use some black coffee, and which helps with it's kind of like helps with what they call, it's a term called thermogenics, meaning body heat, the calories that your body will burn. So something like something like yeah, something like cayenne pepper, coffee, things that have caffeine or capsaicin in it. They help. It helps burn body fat a lot easier, or it helps burn calories in the body a lot easier. So today I did it without any black coffee or what it was, or the cayenne pepper, you know, and it was harder. It was actually harder to burn 1,000. So I had to actually kind of, usually I would burn 1,000. So yesterday I did like 8 miles, and came home with about 13 to 1,400 calories burnt that night. And today I did 7. So y'all see the results. It's the iWatch, with GPS and everything on it. So it keeps up with it, all the tracking, the movement, and everything. And so uh, I ended up burning the 1,000, but it wasn't as easy as it usually is. So for a lot of people, I suggest, some people use hot sauce. And so sometimes if I go to the gym, I might eat certain things. Like sometimes I eat sardines out of the can, the healthy versions. The sardines out of the can, have a lot of omega 3s, which is very good. And I have my Tabasco sauce, what I'm saying? And I eat the sardines and high level of protein. So a healthy sardines are good. And your body can digest that a lot easier than like just regular meat. Like I said, the calorie intake, like right now, I don't want to lie to you about how many calories I'm taking in, but I'm not eating, uh, probably eating like one real meal a day. You know what I mean? Other than like maybe sardines or something, or something I could put Tabasco sauce on. And the Tabasco sauce, it does help with, you know, burning more calories in the body. Oh man, it's 1,000 calories a day. There's been some athletes burn that. Uh, what's the guy named the I think is the name Brownie, the one of the biggest black YouTubers out there. When he was doing the test with the iPhone, that I know the iWatch Ultra, which I have, that's what inspired me to get it. I think he burnt 1,700 calories, and he's like a professional athlete. I forgot what he does. It's like he plays some kind of weird sport. No, he's like a frisbee thrower or something like that. But he's a professional athlete too. So um, I think he burned like 1,700 or 2,000 calories in that one day. So it depends. So like right now, I'm only spending maybe like an hour in the gym. Um, when I was younger, sometimes I would spend 3 hours, in the gym and doing a whole lot more, you know, back then. So I know back then I was burning at least 2,000 calories a day, doing double the amount of working out that I do now. And I'm going to take it up a tempo, and it's just a measurement, how many calories that you're burning. So these are calories burnt doing exercise. Also, you have to take into, when this person training, how much muscle mass you have, they do a calculation. And I know it may be different now than like almost 20 years ago. Um, or how much your body actually eats in calories a day alone. So like my body might eat about 2,000 calories a day. You know what I mean? So if I'm adding add about 3,000, you know what I mean? That is about that's like what 4/5 of a pound of fat a day burnt. You know what I mean? You know, but also it depends on how much you're taking in too. So I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I got this measured, I got this couple of peas, and like I'm a professional bodybuilder. You know what I mean? They eat a couple of peas and they eat tilapia every day. You know what I mean? And burger meat, and they got it all measured out and everything like that. Like I'm not right now. I'm just being active. So a lot of y'all are like wondering, like, well, why was it such a change? Because it was for me. This is the best advice, even as a personal trainer. Um, One of the great things about being sedentary and you have a weight issue, you know, you make 1 month of change. I've had I had a client named Laura. Laura was Laura was about 220 pounds, about 5'7", white woman, around about 25 or 28 years old. And I know she was older, a little bit older than me. Sweet woman. And within 1 month, she lost 38 pounds. 38 pounds in 1 month. You know what I'm saying? She lost 38 pounds. So she was about 228 and she got down like 180 within a month time. Now, what she was doing, she was getting up, putting in 40 minutes in the morning. Because she had people got money, putting 40 minutes of cardio in the morning. And back then, like Bally's would have, and LA Fitness had the same thing. And I know a lot of y'all like social clubs out here. Like there's a lot, like people like social clubs, right? So especially like dealing with women, and I train more women, and um, they have Zoom, power this and power cycle, all these little things that you could do. You know what I'm saying? And so like they had like a different style of fitness, aerobics, free classes. They still have free classes to this very day at most of these gyms. You know what I'm saying? Where they have like a free instructor there, a cycling class. You know what I'm saying? And I know the cycling class, like some places in certain counties and cities, you got to get on like a waiting list to get a cycle in the cycle class, like your bicycle class, and they be in there burning about like 800 sometimes to 1,000 calories in one setting. You know what I mean? Like they go in. You know what I mean? And So I know like on YouTube we have like these people have these different clubs, these different cliques and stuff like that. And ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's something wrong when like you just giving too much time to an app where, you know, an app when you could be going out actually meeting real people. And so um when I first started training, I mentioned Laura, there's another girl named Elizabeth. And she had a whole different issue where she was underweight. And but the thing is, Laura was burning the candle on both ends. So she was getting up, knocking out 40 minutes cardio in the morning and in the evening. Also, she was going to aerobics class. She met with me as a personal trainer twice a week, and I worked the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? With weights and all that kind of stuff. So I like, you know, for a lot of women don't know how to use weights. So I helped her with the weightlifting and all that kind of stuff. But she was doing everything else, and within 1 month, 38 pounds gone. You know what I mean? And she was like, you know, there was a lot of tears and people, you know, a lot of tears. You know, people like felt like they got their life back. I had one girl, she was underweight, she was 90 pounds, and I helped her gain about like 30 pounds. So she went from 90 pounds, she was like 5 foot nothing, to like literally 5 foot. She was 5 foot, and she was 90 pounds, real small, slim. And shit, she was squatting. Her squat was like one. She squatted by the end of me and her working out together. She was squatting 180 pounds. That's a lot for a woman with petite frame like that. She got strong as hell. Um, and all the white boys in the gym, you know, they was thirsting over her. And as soon as she got looking good and put on that weight, and you know, got that gym booty, you know what I'm saying? She was Spanish. She got pregnant. You know what I mean? Within 2 months after working out with me, she ended up getting pregnant. How you doing? This beach is better. How you doing? It says don't eat anything that smells like it needs to do. Hey, I understand, man. But even like beach in here, right? So uh, and beach is very fit, right? So I had a friend for a lot of you women out there. You know what I'm saying? Beach loves to dance. Everybody knows that. I had a friend. Matter of fact, Graciana, I call her out. It's not a bad thing. Graciana had gained a lot of weight years ago. This is years and years ago. Graciana Africa. You know, she's been on my channel. I had her like featured at least 3 times here on the channel. So she had gained a lot of weight, like maybe like 5 to 6 years ago. And she was like, man, and you know, back then she was married to a guy and she didn't have to work around that time. And she said she spent hours a day, you know what I mean, dealing with the baby. Yes, she had a small baby after she had, you know, and she just danced. You know what I mean? She said she danced about 2 to 3 hours a day. You know what I mean? So like dancing can help you out a lot. You know what I mean? As far as like maintaining your shape as a woman. And like, you know, as long as you're dancing, you could be up in your 50s, 60s, and you just look at a lot of professional dancers out here that are older. You know, they don't really lose their shape. You know what I mean? As long as they still active. So, you know, that's another way. You know, you'd be amazed. Like y'all remember like going to clubs? I went to some clubs back in the day where it was a hot box, and you in there sweating, and you know what I'm saying, and up there dancing the whole night away, and you come out there feeling lighter. You know what I'm saying? You done lost weight up in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sauna. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's another way too. So, um, and like I said, I just want to thank everybody for their support. This supposed to been a quick live, and you know, we showing and telling with receipts. You know what I mean? What we're doing, and like as far as people, like people want to come out and say, oh, that screenshot um that Kiki had took of me, you know, you know, the haters was trying to say it was filtered and all kind of stuff. And hey, man, listen, I feel good that y'all feel like I'm faking y'all this time. You know what I mean? I feel good. That made me feel good. Hey, even my enemies have to say, like, that nigga looking good. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, well, born as a personal trainer, like, I know you trolling, but I dealt with more women. Like, my biggest clientele was dealing with women that were underweight. You know, um, it's one girl on Instagram right now. She's not a big Instagram model, Haitian girl from down here, and she was real petite. She was like, she was real slim, real slim. And that's certain herbs that you can take that for women. A lot of times they have hormonal issues that causes that, and there's certain herbs that you could take. You know what I mean? Everybody heard of apatine. You know what I mean? But that's a herb out there, but you gotta like know how to take it and how much to take that will actually get you thick. You know what I mean? And make you way more fertile too. So um and also you got what else we got? Yeah, so now with the girl that was underweight, now you can also um soy protein has is not good for men because it has a lot of estrogen, but it helps produce estrogen, more estrogen than needed. And soy milk, you should stay away from as men. You know what I mean? So like for some things that actually produce estrogen for women that are underweight can help. You know what I mean? That's only if you're underweight. But if you're like overweight, you know what I mean, you may as a woman you may be producing too much estrogen. So like taking too much soy, taking too much of certain other herbs and things like that can actually cause the growth of um um tumors. You know what I'm saying? It could cause what they call it, the things in a the tumors in a woman's womb or whatever. Right? I can't think of it right now. So yeah, it could cause some issues with your with your reproductive. If you got too much estrogen. So you know, but uh, as far as gaining weight and everything like that, you know what I mean. And then also like with her, I helped like she got on creatine. Creatine um helps helps you retain more water, especially in your muscles. So she got on creatine. She started using soy protein after her workouts. So she worked out hard. So I worked out very hard, and she was with it. I would say she's probably one of my best. Elizabeth. She was probably my best student. You know what I'm saying? I've ever had. And but she was taking soy protein and regular protein, and you know, her body responded very well. So much so she didn't have a boyfriend before, but she got pregnant in 2 months. After it was done. How you doing, YouTube cameras? Well, born. I know you like, you coming here with the hate. I get it, bro. We haven't seen you at all. You got a black man's picture, and you supposed to be white. So make that make sense. You know, make that make sense, born. But yeah, So let me get up out of here, y'all. I don't want to stay too long. Yeah. Also, hit the cash app. It's very much needed. You know what I mean? I go on these daily journeys and stuff like that, and takes time. So I'm not out here doing the dragging and woo banging I usually do. Um, so you know, support me while I'm doing a positive thing. You know what I mean? And like I said, y'all see I'm putting in the results. 1,000. calories, the 7 to 8 miles a day, you know what I mean? The workouts. Now, the 1,000 calories is going to be a lot more achievable because I'm going to have a little time in the morning, in the early AM to go for a walk, at least like 5 miles. So it may change from 5 miles a day, from like 7 miles a day to like 13, you know what I mean? 13 or 14 miles, you know what I'm saying? So I have a route in the morning, you know, very safe. A lot of people concerned for my safety. Um, very safe. I stay safe. I'm gonna just say it like that. And you know, so I might be getting up in the early AM, you know what I mean? And you might see me early in the morning, I'm talking about my hair in the lab hours, you know, um, doing my thing. So I thank y'all for supporting me and all the well wishes and stuff. It really means a lot. Um, I'm glad that I am a testimony to a lot of people. I've inspired people, you know what I mean, to want to get out there and work out and stuff, especially in the beef sector. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate, Chat Rep did a shady video, but it was in love. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate her for, you know, I didn't even think nothing about it. But I appreciate her and the community as a whole. You know, I even got a shout out from Ghetto Intellect. I'm like, wow, you know. So thank y'all. And I'm glad as a person that is I every so often I go through my ups and downs with weight. You know what I mean? My body is not forgiving when I take time off from the gym as y'all saw. But when I'm in the gym, you know what I mean, hey, I'm gymming. Okay. But I show y'all how to really do it. And I'm just saying, okay, what we're gonna be by November, December, January, you know what I'm saying, with this. And I feel vindicated, especially with that blue photo. They was like, oh, that picture ain't you. That's like 20 years ago. I was like, what? You know what I mean? That picture is not that old. You know what I mean? Compared to a lot of people, some people never change their picture, their avatar on YouTube. Now, the oldest picture, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get up out of here. But the oldest picture I have is that red picture. Now, that's an old picture. The red hat, now that's an old picture. Why I don't change that one? I'll use that one from time to time. It's more of a symbol, and it was the original picture for the channel. So it was the channel. It was the picture for the channel. So like I back then I didn't really care to come behind the black screen. And in my early part of YouTube, though, a lot of people don't know there's videos of me in a whole nother sector, fully cammed up. About 5 years ago. You know what I mean? A whole nother sector. Um, well, I'm cammed up every hours on end. You know what I mean? Hours on end, cammed up. You know what I mean? And I ain't giving y'all no clue where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be able to find it. I'll tell you that though. All right, peace, y'all. Let's get up out of here.